Hello everyone, my name is Claudia Connors. The game that I'm going to be talking about today is called Congo Bongo. It was also known as Tip Top back when it was originally released by Sega in 1983. I had a lot of difficulty trying to find out who the game designer was. The only real information that I could gather for my research was that it was named by Peter W. Gorey, who was the CFO of Sega at the time. This game is very similar to Donkey Kong. Very, very similar. And also Frogger, which I'm less familiar with, but I just noticed on the Internet Archive site. It said it is most notably similar to Frogger and Donkey Kong. But I think especially Donkey Kong just because you are a person, a human being, um, trying to avoid um, objects that are being thrown by a monkey, and you're trying to move up while dodging these objects, which is very similar to Donkey Kong when it was originally released. I guess the main difference is um, just like your backstory and like the location or the setting of the game. Um, you're in like a jungle, I believe, and you're like a hunter or like a safari person, and your tent gets set on fire by these monkeys who are just trying to play a practical joke on you. I think it even says in here. Um, yeah, the player takes the role of a red-nosed safari hunter who tries to catch an ape named Bongo. The hunter seeks Bongo to exact revenge for an apparent practical joke in which Bongo set fire to the hunter's tent, giving him a literal hot foot. And there is like a little like cutscene or like animation. I don't know if it's kind of tricky to get it to like show up in this game, but hopefully it'll show for you guys once I get started. Um, I just interesting info. I thought that was interesting, like the actual mechanics of the game and the actual like I guess concept of like trying to dodge these objects from a monkey. Isn't that original? It's pretty much like a blatant ripoff of Donkey Kong, which is also what this wiki said that it was Sega's like answer to Donkey Kong, which was released 2 years prior. But just I thought that was interesting that it's in a new setting. It's like a safari theme, and you're not a plumber or mechanic or whatever Mario was supposed to be. You are a safari hunter, so I guess that is unique. It's not my favorite game I've ever played. I think I've definitely played better arcade games, but I was having trouble finding a game on this archive that actually worked. So I'm just grateful that I finally found one. So let's jump in and let's get started. All right. So here are the controls for the game right here on the Internet Archive. Uh, it's basically just up, down, left, and right. There are no offensive controls or like any way to attack. You basically just have to avoid the objects being thrown at you and other obstacles. Yeah, so that's basically it. Let's get started. I also don't know. I don't know if you guys had difficulty with this, like these buttons here, but I had more success when I followed this down here and just used the keyboard and hit 5 and 1. And Congo Bongo. Okay, now I can insert a coin and press player 1. So this is the reason that your character is all upset, is because they set your tent on fire, which is understandable, honestly. I usually just try to wait for these. I usually just try to wait until he stops throwing them before I jump up there. Okay, alright, I have a little bit of an opening. I'm gonna go left. Oh, no, negative. No, he's throwing them towards me. Okay, now I'm going across the bridge. Going down. I can hit this monkey out of the way. Oh, ah! That didn't work out. I was trying to jump. Oh, it's so hard to see. One thing that I do like is just his little like animation of like climbing up the. Oh, that was close. Climbing like up these stairs. I think it's, I don't know, fun. Yeah, didn't do so great that first time. It's fine. We'll get him. We'll do better. One thing I dislike. This is also not me. I haven't even gotten there. It's difficult. I don't know. It seems like more difficult to me than Donkey Kong. I also don't like that you have to sit through these demos every single time that you want to play because I've died a lot, and it's getting redundant. So I'm inserting the coin, the tent. Is anything else unique about this game? I mean, I don't really, other than like the setting and the location and the storyline, like the mechanics are basically what it seems like what every typical arcade game back in the day did. Walk right into that. Oh. I don't know why this game is so hard for me. It's kicking my butt. I think it might also be that he moves so slow, which makes it more difficult. Well, there you go. I'm not gonna put you through another round of that. It's I don't know. I didn't care for this game very much. Please stop. I didn't care for this game very much. I don't know. I found it frustrating and not super unique. I also didn't really get the point of like the monkeys because it seems like you just like hit into them. Maybe you get points from that. Oh, you must get like bonus points or something. I don't know. I didn't care for it. But what I did like about it was like the setting and the concept. Did not like that. It was not very original. It was basically like an exact ripoff of Donkey Kong, but not as fun. Yeah, so that's basically it. That's all I have to say. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys had fun playing games this week. Bye.